Okay, another fence by Mr. Fence. This is the fence after we're all done, and now we'll get started. So here's where the old fence used to be. There we go, we're moving the old fence. And we gotta set the end post first. Move some stuff out of the way there, some debris on the ground. They're laying the new wood posts out in position while Jordan digs the holes. Jordan can dig holes like nobody's business. I mean, you just can't even keep up with him. And those holes aren't easy to dig. He's just conditioned for it. And he's strong to begin with, and he just digs them. Everything he does, he does pretty fast, and he's pretty good at this point. He's been doing this 6-7 years. So he's mixing the concrete there. You pour a whole bag in that bucket, you mix it up with the regular drill. You don't need a special drill. You just put that paddle bit on your regular drill, mix it up, no problem. Put the post where you want it, kind of stand it up if you can, and then pour the concrete. He's pouring it in there, and then you readjust it, get it on both of those strings, bottom string and the top string. Before you put in the concrete, you have to put that post exactly where you want it on the string. So it's just an 1/8 inch away from the bottom string and an 1/8 inch away from the top string, and you hold it right there. And then you gently lean it over and you get your concrete ready, and then you hold it up with one hand and just tip over the bucket with the other hand and just dump it right into the hole around the post, down in the hole. Then you grab hold of your post and you adjust it, final adjustment, lift it up slightly. A lot of the boards going up the hill, we had to cut them shorter just to make them work. The ground went up and down going up the hill. Even on the level area, the ground went up and down quite a bit, so we had to cut some of the boards short. So Angel's cutting them. So Jordan likes to make those nice angles. So he cuts the post there. He held that 2x4 up and he scribed the post and then cut it on that line that he scribed and did the same at the top. He's really good at that, doing that stuff. Jordan got his own contractor's license. He's got 2 days a week scheduled off from me, so he goes and does his own jobs. And there's Angel putting the string on. Get that string pretty tight. Doesn't have to be super tight. It's a mason string. Then you hold the boards up. You never touch the string with the top of the board. Just get it close, anywhere between 1/8 and 1/4. Those nails need to be put in 1 inch away from the edge, right in the center of the 2x4. And on this job, it's a shadow box on one side only. So this side, we'll put all the boards on tight up against each other. And then on the other side, there'll be a board and then a board space and then another board. An equal space of, that's empty, and then another board. And it's just a style of fence. The bottom rail and the top rail are both flat, I call them. So they're not on there. The bottom rail is supposed to be on its edge. But since it's going to have boards on both sides, you have to put both rails on flat, I call it. There they are, getting all the boards on one side. And there'll be a gate there. We'll put a new gate right there. So here we are going up the hill. All the posts go straight up and down. They're all plumb, and all the boards will be all plumb, but the fence will just slope down the hill, even though all the boards will be straight up and down. So here he is putting the boards on the other side. This, by the way, is like day 3 or something. It took him a while to do this fence. And there's the shadow box effect. And then he comes back and there's the gate all done. And now here he is painting. We use the paint with the primer in it. I would definitely recommend that, because if you use a solid stain, that's the other option you can do. If you use a solid stain, it just soaks in and unevenly and it doesn't work too good. So it's better to use the paint with the primer in it. But if you want to do a step better than that, you prime it separately, prime it really good, and use bin primer, BIN. Don't use Kills or any of that, doesn't work. Use bin primer, and it's expensive, but it totally seals the wood good. And then put your finish coat on there. So you have to do a couple coats of bin, a couple coats of finish coat. But if you just get the paint with the primer in it, then it's just a couple coats and it's done. And there you have it. Another fence done by Mr. Fence. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.